Have you ever sat there, staring at a red screen, feeling your heart hammer against your ribs while your finger hovers over the mouse, trembling with anxiety? You know you should walk away, you know the trade has failed, but the urge to win it back, to fix the mistake, to force the market to correct itself, is suffocating. You aren't alone. Every trader, from the retail novice to the seasoned hedge fund manager, has felt that icy, paralyzing grip of panic at some point in their career. You see, the market doesn't care about your rent, your ego, your mortgage, or your desperate desire for financial freedom. It is a cold, indifferent machine designed to strip away the weak, the emotional, and the unprepared. Today, we aren't talking about technical analysis. We aren't talking about moving averages, RSI, or complex Elliott wave patterns. We are talking about the only thing that truly determines if you stay in this game or if you wash out within 6 months, the psychology of loss. Let's dive deep into the dark, uncomfortable reality of why you lose, and how to stop the bleeding once and for all. It starts with the tilt. You know the feeling intimately. You take a loss, then another, and suddenly, the plan you spent months perfecting evaporates into thin air. You enter a state of emotional dysregulation where your primary goal shifts from following the strategy to punishing the market for being unfair. You start increasing your position size to make it back all at once. You skip your verified setups to chase a breakout that has already moved too far. You're no longer a trader, you're a gambler desperate for a fix, blinded by the dopamine-cortisol feedback loop. This is the tilt, a psychological trap where your executive function shuts down and your primal, reptilian brain takes the wheel. When you're in tilt, you aren't seeing the charts, you're seeing your own failure manifested as flickering red numbers, and you'll do anything to erase it. It's a vicious cycle that starts with one bad trade and ends with an empty account. Remember, the market is a giant, liquid mirror, and when you tilt, it's not the market you're fighting, it's your own inability to accept imperfection. But what is actually happening inside your head during these moments? When you hit a losing streak, your brain triggers a physiological fight-or-flight response. Your amygdala, the ancient part of the brain responsible for fear and danger detection, hijacks your prefrontal cortex, which is the seat of logic, planning, and rational decision-making. You literally become less intelligent when you are stressed. Your brain struggles to distinguish between a losing trade and a literal, life-threatening predator like a saber-toothed tiger. This is why you feel that physical tension in your chest, that shallow breathing, and that sudden tunnel vision. It's a biological survival mechanism gone wrong in a high-speed digital environment. You have to understand that your brain is evolved to survive in the wild, not to handle the abstract, high-stakes pressure of a volatile, electronic market. Once you realize this, you stop blaming your bad luck or market manipulation and start acknowledging your biology. You are fighting millions of years of evolution every time you place a trade. You are trying to use a Stone Age brain to navigate a space-age financial ecosystem. Why does a loss hurt so much more than a gain feels good? It's a concept in behavioral economics called loss aversion. Psychologists have found that the psychological pain of losing is roughly twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining. Losing $100 feels like losing $200 in terms of emotional impact. This asymmetry is the fundamental reason why traders hold on to losers for way too long, praying for a reversal that never comes, while cutting winners early just to lock in a tiny, fleeting bit of relief. You aren't wired for trading, you are wired to avoid pain at all costs. To succeed, you have to rewire your brain to accept loss as a necessary business expense, not a personal failure or a moral indictment. Until you detach your self-worth from your P&L, you will always be a slave to the swing. The market doesn't love you, and it doesn't hate you, it just provides data. If you can move from "I am a loser" to "I am a trader who just took a loss," you have gained the ultimate edge. So, how do we avoid the emotional spiral? It starts with the pause. When you feel the heat rising, when the frustration starts to cloud your vision, you must have a hard stop. A physical intervention is non-negotiable. Stand up. Physically walk away from the screens. Go into another room. Splash cold water on your face. You need to reset your autonomic nervous system before the amygdala takes full control of your actions. Most traders fail because they try to think their way out of an emotional spiral while they are still in the middle of it. You can't reason with a hijacked brain. You need a physical circuit breaker. Create an ironclad rule: if I lose 2 trades in a row, I am done for the session, no matter what, no matter how much the market is moving, no matter how obvious the next setup looks. No exceptions. No the one more trade to get even. Discipline is just the ability to stick to the rules you set when you were calm and rational. Stop the spiral before it starts, and you will save your career. This leads us to the concept of probabilistic acceptance. Most of you are looking for certainty in an environment defined by randomness. You want to know the outcome of the trade before you take it. But that doesn't exist. Trading is simply a game of probabilities, much like being a casino owner. If you have a strategy with a 60% win rate, that means 40% of the time, you are going to lose. And those losses are not mistakes, they are part of the process, just like a casino pays out a jackpot to one lucky winner. If you can truly accept that your next trade might be a loss, and that it doesn't mean your strategy is broken, you become invincible. You stop fearing the red. You start treating every trade as just one iteration in a long series of thousands. You aren't playing for the next 10 minutes, you're playing for the next 10 years. Adopt a long-term mindset and the immediate pain of a single loss fades into the background of a successful, cumulative career. Then there is the elephant in the room, the ego. Your ego is the single biggest obstacle to your success. Your ego wants to be right. It wants to prove to your friends, your family, and yourself that you are smart, that you can beat the market, that you are special. But the market has no respect for your ego. The moment you decide you are smarter than the market, it will humble you with ruthless efficiency. I've seen brilliant engineers, doctors, and lawyers lose everything because they couldn't admit they were wrong. They'd rather lose their capital than admit they made a mistake. You have to kill your ego to save your account. Trading requires a level of humility that most people never reach in their entire lives. Stop trying to prove your worth through your P&L. You are not your trade. You are a professional, and professionals make mistakes every single day. Own the loss, learn the lesson, and move on. The ego is a cage. Break it open and step into the light of objective reality. Why are you still searching for certainty? You buy course after course, looking for that holy grail strategy that never loses. You're looking for a map that guarantees a destination, but the market is a landscape that changes every single second. Stop looking for the perfect setup. There is no perfect setup. There is only the setup you execute well and the one you execute poorly. The search for certainty is a symptom of fear. You are afraid of the unknown, so you try to control the outcome. But you can't control the market, you can only control your response to it. Focus on your process, not the outcome. If you follow your plan, you have succeeded, regardless of whether the trade was a win or a loss. Embrace the uncertainty, because that is where the opportunity lies. Without uncertainty, there would be no profit. Have you ever felt the fear of the button? You see the setup, you know it's a good trade, but you can't bring yourself to click. You're paralyzed. This happens when the fear of losing outweighs the desire to profit. You've been burned too many times, and now your brain is protecting you from the danger of the trade. This is a sign that your position size is too large or your emotional attachment is too high. If you are afraid to click the button, you are trading too big. Shrink your size until the fear disappears. You need to desensitize yourself to the risk. Start small, build your confidence, and slowly scale up as your execution becomes flawless. Don't force it. If the fear is there, listen to it. It's telling you that you aren't ready for that level of risk, and that you need to go back to the drawing board to build a stronger foundation of experience. What about the trauma of a massive loss? Many of you have been there, a blow-up that cost you months or years of progress. That kind of pain leaves a scar. It changes how you see the market. You become timid. You miss great opportunities because you're waiting for the perfect sign of safety. This is post-trading stress. To heal, you must stop looking at the past. The money you lost is gone. It is a tuition fee for the lessons you learned. You cannot trade from a place of trauma. If you are still obsessing over a past loss, you are not trading the present. You are trading the ghost of your failure. Forgive yourself. Acknowledge the mistake, document why it happened in your trading journal, and then close the book. You are a new trader today, armed with more knowledge than you had yesterday. Don't let your past define your future. Finally, how do you recover your confidence? It's not through a big win. A big win often makes you reckless, leading you to believe you have figured it out. True confidence is built through consistency. It's built by showing up every day and doing exactly what you said you would do. It's built on small, boring, disciplined wins. When you keep your word to yourself, your self-trust grows. And when you trust yourself, the fear fades. You stop needing the market to give you a win to feel good about yourself. You start feeling good because you are a person of integrity, a person of discipline. Focus on the process. Focus on the execution. The money is just a byproduct of your character. If you focus on becoming a master of your own mind, the profits will follow as a consequence. It's a long, arduous road, and it's not for everyone, but if you can survive the battle within, you can survive anything. Master your psychology or the market will master you. The choice is yours.